I am a human being. There's no difference between my humanness and your humanness. The only thing is, if you're trying to get there, you cannot stop believing in any way. No matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody tells you, you have to know it beyond knowing it.
That nothing is impossible. That if somebody says no, you say it's just the beginning.
Success is not a straight line. It's crooked, it's down in a valley, it's back up over a mountain. I bet you that you have failed more times than anyone in this room.
Absolutely.
You know, don't wait for the stars to align. Reach up and rearrange them the way you want. Create your own constellation.
I am a human being. There's no difference between my humanness and your humanness. The only thing is, if you're trying to get there, you cannot stop believing in any way. No matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody tells you, you have to know it beyond knowing it.
Are you the best footballer in the world right now? I think so, yes. In my mind, I'm always the best. I don't care what people thinking, what they say. In my mind, not just this year, but always, I'm always the best. I'm always going to say that.
Don't allow anyone, friend, family, acquaintance, teachers, whoever it is, don't allow anyone to tell you that what you are dreaming for yourself and your family is not possible. It is possible.
Please feel me, please hear this from my heart. Anything you want is possible. All you can do is plant your seed in the ground, water it, and believe. That is what allowed me to be in this position right now. I would not stop believing.
I would say believe in your direction and do it. Spend less time talking about it and more time trying to perfect it and put it out there.
Position yourself to succeed. So for example, if you're doing something else and you want to do this thing you love, you do it after hours. You work 9 to 6, you get home, you kiss the dog, and you go to town. Right? I mean, you start building your equity and your brand and whatever you're trying to accomplish.
If you don't do it, nothing's possible. If you try to do it, at least you have the hope.
Most people don't even try, sadly. Most people try and then stop or give up. Very few people try and try and try, or do and do and do and do and never give up. And those are the people that ultimately succeed and win.
Third failure in a row. Did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up.
If you want this, if you want bling bling, if you want to buy the jets, work. That's how you get it.
I always believe that the bridge between reality and a dream is work.
No idea works unless you have the courage to do the work. Ideation without execution is delusion.
Because you can have the most brilliant idea in the world, but you gotta bet on yourself. You can't think that that one idea and the way that you think it's supposed to happen is the only way that it can happen.
I challenge all of us to say, stop finding reasons to find and make excuses that, we affectionately at Under Armour call loser talk. And I don't know, you've got to just will it and focus on making it happen.
Focus on one thing, one area. Put all of your energy into watering one area. If you spread the water across many, many seeds, you don't have as much water for one seed. So focus on one thing.
What I learned from Steve Jobs is, if you believe enough, then you will see it. Because other people will believe in it. Other people will create products. So you need to foster the belief in what you are dreaming so that it becomes a reality.
Oh! Believe in yourself. Do it. And work hard. know what you're worth, know what you're capable of, and anything can happen.
If you think about it, we're just small little insects on this big rock in the middle of the universe, amongst multi-universes, and we still don't know any answers to any of that. And we're thinking micro. We're really thinking on a very small micro. I don't want to get into it. It gets very technical. All I'm saying is you shouldn't be nervous. You shouldn't be concerned about anything other than having fun and dominating. Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Huh? I'm the best!
Listen! I know you got what it takes! I know you fucking got what it takes! Now's the time! Take what you've learned, take what you've got, and let's keep striving towards the greatness. I know you've got potential, kid, but you can't let this bullshit slow us down! You feel me? We ain't playing no more. It's fucking go time, baby. Ooh! Let's go! Let's go! That's what goes. Boom! Headshots!
When I started doing YouTube, I was in college, I was on a student loan, I couldn't even afford a proper computer that I could record gameplay on. So I was lucky, I managed to sell some artwork that I made online, and that's how I was able to get started.
Oh, good.
Some of you know this story, but shortly after I quit college, and so I had to get a job, and I took whatever job I could get, which was to work in a hot dog stand. And a lot of people like to take this story as something negative, or like, oh, he did that, or I can't believe he used to sell hot dogs, now look at him making big bucks. It wasn't like that at all for me. I was the happiest I was at that time because I was finally, for the first time in many, many years, doing what I wanted to do. And the fact that I could make videos was so much more important to me that I had to spend a few hours a day doing a job that wasn't that prestigious. I didn't know you could be big at, well, I know people who were big at other type of videos, but there was no one big at gaming, and I didn't know you could make money out of it. So it was never like a career that I just quit college to pursue. It's just something I just love to do, and here we are 5 years later, and it's exploded.
Let me tell you about my life, man. Alright? Because everyone looks at me, especially when I, doing my thing, it's like, oh, this guy's perfect. Like, no, man. Everyone has their own problems, everyone has difficulties, alright?
You're gonna have time in college to do both. You're gonna have time. I want you to know that. College is not going to take up 16 hours of your day, okay? I promise you that. Especially if this is like your first year. First year of college, you're not gonna have 8 hours of classes every single day. You're gonna have so much time to still make YouTube videos, man. Never stopped, because I knew that if I just kept trying, I knew that at some point I would go from point A to point B, right? I knew my skill, like I knew what I was capable of. I knew how talented I was at gaming. And I just knew that if I just kept, like, I always had long talks with my wife and my now wife, my girlfriend at the time, Jess, and my brothers, and like we always came to the conclusion that like I just need to keep streaming, I just need to keep going, and at some point like something like you'll take off, like at some point.
When I was a kid growing up, I didn't have money, I didn't have cars, I didn't have a house, I didn't have shit, alright? I had two parents that busted their ass just to put a roof over my head to pay rent every month. I always wanted to have a nice house, I always wanted to have nice things. And I was like, how am I gonna do that in life? What do I gotta do to do that? And how do I do it with dignity? That was the biggest thing. How do I do things with dignity and do it with respect and class?
You might have to sacrifice hanging out with friends and going out and partying and doing other cool things that the school and college has to offer, but you can't say that, dude. I was working a full-time job in a Disney company, taking college classes and streaming like 8 hours a day minimum.
If I set my mind to something and if I really put it out there, I can do anything in the world. There's nothing that I can't do. And I really applied that mindset to college. I really applied that mindset to the gym. I working out, working at the front desk at that job. And that thought, that idea that was in my head is the reason why I'm able to have a house, the reason why I have a YouTube channel with millions of subscribers, the reason why I'm streaming and you guys are here and supporting me. Like, these things that I put in my head, I started acting on them and doing them and making a difference.
Success is sacrifice, man. If you are not born into being successful and you become successful, you sacrifice something, whether it be time with friends, time with family, your physical health sometimes. I mean, dude, like, very difficult to make incredible journeys of growth in multiple ways and completely keep everything. It's not possible. Like 2 or 3 years ago, I was contemplating going back to college, like part-time again, because I stopped going to college to like pursue this fully, but I already had 2 years of college under my belt. And I mean, here we are.
I can do these things. There's other kids out there who can too.